Let us discuss Slater and Gaussian type orbitals. The approach behind linear combination of atomic orbital is that a molecular orbital can be synthesized by combining simpler functions or simpler atomic orbitals, and these simpler functions are basis functions, and these basis functions constitute a basis set. The basis functions are usually located on atoms of the molecules. These basis functions may or may not be conventional atomic orbitals. The differential equations in Hartree-Fock approximations could be solved by matrix techniques by first converting them into a set of algebraic equations through the use of a set of basis functions or a basis set. It was introduced in 1951 by Rutan. A basis set is formed by an ensemble of functions that describes the motion of electrons in space. A large number of basis sets are developed in computational chemistry with the aim of improving electronic structure calculations. Among these, the most commonly used basis functions are Slater type and Gaussian type basis functions or basis set. The basis functions are also called atomic orbitals, although they in general are not solutions to an atomic Schrodinger equation. The Slater type orbital have the general form chi theta n L m r theta phi, that is equal to n y m theta phi into r raised to n minus 1 e raised to minus theta r. Here n is the normalization constant and y L m are the spherical harmonic functions. Here this theta factor that describes the exponential dependence on the distance between the nucleus and the electron. Similarly, the Gaussian type orbital can be written as chi theta n L m r theta phi is into n y L m theta phi r raised to 2n minus 2 minus L e raised to minus theta r square. Here, the sum Lx, Ly, Lz that determines the type of orbitals. That is, for example, if Lx plus Ly plus Lz that is equal to 1, that gives the p orbital. Similarly, we can represent d orbital, f orbitals, etc. These Slater type orbitals do not have any radial knot, but the knots in the radial parts are introduced by making linear combinations of Slater type orbitals. Slater type orbitals are commonly used in atomic and diatomic systems where high accuracy is required, and also in some semi-empirical methods where 3 and 4 center integrals are neglected. They can be also used in density functional methods. The only difference between the Slater type orbitals and the Gaussian type orbitals is in the dependence of r in the exponential time. You can see it from the equations 1 and 2. Even though the accuracy achieved by a single Slater type orbital is similar to that of about 3 Gaussian type orbitals. This arises from the behavior of each type of orbitals in the r tends to 0 region. These Slater type orbitals are advantageous from the point of view since they produce very well necessary conditions for the electronic behavior around the nucleus. They are actually the exact solutions of the Schrodinger equation for the hydrogen atom. Contrarily, the wave function based methods where Gaussian functions are commonly used, and there is no need for combination of contractions of the functions to produce a discontinuous behavior, that is CUSP behavior at r is equal to 4. We can see this from the following figure. Here, this figure shows a comparison of Slater function with a Gaussian function. Every basis set can be classified in terms of its quality. It depends on the number of functions that describe each atomic orbital. There is a simple rule, the more is better, but recalling that the mathematical shape of the Gaussian type orbitals and Slater type orbitals with the angular and radial part, we can carefully choose the shape of these orbitals. If we increase the number of functions by varying the exponential factor theta, we get simple theta, double theta, and n theta basis set. The factor that governs how much diffuse is h function. The second characteristic that describes the angular part of the wave function, that is complexity of the nodal structure of the phi I, and it is sometimes required for introducing some additional electronic correlations. For a better description of the electronic structure with the phi's, different values of theta and polarization functions may be used. Some comparison between Slater type and Gaussian type orbitals. The R-square dependence in the exponential part make Gaussian type orbitals inferior to the Slater type orbitals in two aspects. At the nucleus, the Gaussian type orbital has a zero slope, in contrast to the Slater type orbital, which has a discontinuous derivatives or CUSP shape, and GTO have problems representing improper behavior near the nucleus. The other problem is that Gaussian type orbitals falls off too rapidly from the nucleus compared with the Slater type orbitals, and the tail of the wave function is consequently represented too early. Another one is both Slater type orbitals and Gaussian type orbitals can be chosen to form a complete basis, but the above considerations indicate that a more Gaussian type orbitals are necessary for achieving a certain level of accuracy compared with a Slater type orbitals. A rough guideline says that a combination of three Gaussian type orbitals are required to get a Slater type orbitals with a given level of accuracy. That is, a Slater type orbital can be modeled by a linear combination of three Gaussian type orbitals. This is called contraction of Gaussian functions. Therefore, in terms of computational efficiency, Gaussian type orbitals are preferred and used most universally as basis functions in electronic structure calculations. The nomenclature STO1G and STO3G means Slater type orbitals approximated by one Gaussian and Slater type orbitals approximated by three Gaussians respectively. And this figure shows how a Slater type orbital is constructed by a linear combination of a contraction of three Gaussian type orbitals. References: Introduction to Computational Chemistry, Eero Lever. Introduction to Computational Chemistry, Frank Johnson. Computational Chemistry, a practical guide for applying techniques to real-world problems, David C. Ian.